Y'all should have let that shit play through. That was banging. What up, everybody? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. It is What the Fuck Wednesday. And it's that time of year, the Hanukkah time of year. Since hating Jews is back in style, I think we should go back to, somebody, being on the underdog side. So we're going to talk a lot of shit tonight. Not so much about Hanukkah, though, because as we proved in years past, we do have people in the litter box who listen to us, and a lot of them are Jews, and they don't like some of our people's statements, who might be actually joining us tonight. So, without further ado, we're gonna hit on the topics tonight on the Biden indictment, not on Joe Biden, but Hunter Biden, and how that affects how it affects the people here in America. Down to people like me and Greg and Dan. Also, we're going to touch on there's a couple House bills that I think people are battling against. It's fucking ridiculous. And some UFO shit and some other shit. So, yeah, we got our foreign exchange student all the way from the deep north of fucking Canada. Dino the Genetic Marvel.
Hello, how are you?
What's up, Dino? We got once again joining us tonight, our handicap correspondent over there. He is going to give us our insight on the life of the limp-legged comedian D.D. Smith.
What is up, punk ass left?
I'm glad you wiped the slobber off the side of your face.
Okay.
And on the 2s and 3s, as always, we got Greg in the house.
What is up, y'all?
What up, Greg?
Doom to the green room.
Marco, I wanted to let you know that beat that was in the intro, I actually made right here in the studio.
Fucking A.
Right.
Fucking A.
Didn't tell you is he made it by playing with his testicles. That's the sound that it made.
Why does that matter? Shit, he got fucking video clips of me fucking torching my balls with a fucking propane tank.
I don't want to be your friend anymore.
If you use that as a sound bite, you use it.
I don't want to be your friend anymore. It's just I don't want that.
I did it live on the show.
He's
cocaine's a hell of a drug.
This is going.
As long as he's high, you ain't going to do it. Just so you know.
Hands above the equator, sir. Just hands where we can see them, please. Come on.
I'll show you my titties.
Oh, please don't.
So what's been going on, guys?
Absolutely nothing. Christmas shopping.
Oh, God. All I want is to shop. Like, the only reason I shop for things during Christmas time is because everything is faux sale. I'm like, that's it. That's the only reason I'm buying shit. I'm like, everything is going on sale. That's when I'm buying it. I don't give a shit. No. Procreate in this system? Good God. That's a horrible idea.
He just can't find no.
I got Marco over here who's fucking setting up shop for the rest of the universe with like 900 kids. I don't know what happened there, but you know.
Hey, nope. The last one is out the house. Well, legitimately out the house. I got a couple I got to take care of, but that was the universe. That ain't nothing that they actually did wrong. And then I got one lazy fuck that I'm trying to get up out the house.
Light them on fire. That'll do it. Just light the stuff on fire.
Oh, well, she won't even know she's on fire, dude. Trust me. She wouldn't even know.
It is winter, so it's a fair point.
Why do I smell bacon, Dad?
It's a lot of answers to that question. Yeah, no. How's the weather in Ohio? We just started to get cold here. Like the last few days have actually been quite nice, around like 4 or 5 degrees. So like I guess around like 35, 37 degrees.
Fucking temperature system. It's been,
where 100 degrees is boiling. Yeah, that's fucking weird. Go fuck yourself, guy. Okay, with your weird ass Fahrenheit. It's not even a word.
Take off, you hoser.
There's a reason why it's called imperial. It's better, fucker.
That's not imperial. Implies some sort
What the
of
fuck is he talking
royalty.
about?
That doesn't make any sense. You guys don't have a king. Of all things, we do have a king now.
It's
true. We have a king.
King Trudeau. Yeah. And Biden is trying to do the same thing.
No. We actually, technically, the monarch of England controls Canada. Technically, we do have a king. It's weird that way.
Oh, dude, can you imagine if that cocksucker pulled rank on Trudeau? Oh,
no, I would love it. I would love it.
Oh, ape shit, dude.
It'd be great. Just smack his fucking substitute teacher ass and be like, bitch, shut your mouth.
Just a royal fucking helicopter land right down there in front of fucking Parliament.
They can. Yeah, without issue at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they can hide pedophiles. Shit, they can hide you can park on the front lawn.
Well, apparently we're hiring pedophiles as the Prime Minister of Canada. I don't know. This guy's a fucking weirdo now. And lost his wife, which I'm like, bro.
Trudeau lost his wife?
Yeah.
Who's she fucking?
She's in Ohio.
Idris Elba.
She in Ohio.
What?
Yeah.
Trudeau's wife is fucking Idris Elba.
Well, that was the rumor that she was on vacation and Idris Elba was there and he was balls deep. So
who is
that?
That's
Heimdall. Heimdall from Thor. He showed her the Rainbow Bridge, all right.
Yeah. And then the two pillars that stopped him from going in that. Yeah. Tell you.
He showed her he showed all the realms of Midgard.
Idris Elba's new movie is called Balls Deep, featuring Trudeau's wife. That's yeah. Hey, that's the rumor.
Well, wasn't Macron's wife fucking a band?
I mean, that makes sense. She's also an older woman, which I'm like, that can't be trusted. That's just.
I think she was fucking like Kiss or one of those bands.
I think Macron would probably fucking Kiss too. Like, let's be honest, it's Kiss. Who doesn't take up that opportunity, right? I'm not gonna like. I'd fuck Kiss. I wouldn't give him a reach around, but you know.
Greg,
I wouldn't even fuck midget Kiss, and I'm into midgets.
Number
Greg,
one,
you do this every week.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And did the handicap person say something? We got to get a handicap buzzer.
There
you go. Every time you want to talk, Gabe, just go.
That's
hey, fuck Marco. What's up? I'm talking.
Eye contact.
horrible.
I talking.
Gone horribly. This is great. This is fantastic.
Yeah. All right, so you guys know what's going on with the Hunter Biden indictment.
No,
he's innocent of all charges. 100%.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what's going to roll on.
Yeah. Those pictures have been doctored.
If they don't play it right, well, that ain't even in the whole shit. You know, they give the laptop. This is taxes and a gun.
Yeah. All lies. All lies.
So the problem is first of all, you know, this, and he's even said it himself. Like, it ain't even the lawyer saying it. He's telling the judge that this is between him and the government, and the judge got no say in whatever deal that him and the government had. Because they were giving, you know, he was supposed to sign this plea deal. They were giving him this sweetheart plea deal. And, you know, they try to push it through without anybody seeing it. And the one judge was like, hey, no, wait a minute. How are you going to get off on tax, or you're going to pay your taxes and get a diversion program, which is like AA for the gun. And that makes you immune to all the money laundering and all the theft and the trafficking and all that. The judge was like, no, I'm not going to be a part of this. And Hunter says that the judge got nothing to do with it. Well, bitch, why are you in front of the judge?
Bro, there's nothing that pisses a judge off more than telling them they have no power, because they are notoriously narcissists, right? Like, that's just standard. So the idea that you would tell a judge, be like, oh, it's not up to you. Friend, that's not true.
Let's see what the name outside the door of this fucking place says.
But how much you want to bet that judge is going to, you know, before he reaches a verdict, he's going to, you know, I don't know, something might happen.
See, the issue is he has to get, like, this, in my eyes, this is a big ploy. This is a big game. Sure. Okay. that because they were, Trump and his people were pointing out all the shadinesses that was going on.
Right.
And they're like, well, look at Hunter, and Hunter, didn't get in trouble for anything. So why am I? So they're like, all right, well, we'll get Hunter on some bullshit. So it looks like we're being fair. But as long as they get the trial over with before, just like the reason why Joe Biden is not going to get impeached until the ass end of the, right before the election time, where they're not going to remove him because he's already going to be lost. But the reason why they got to drag it out is if Hunter gets indicted and gets found guilty on whatever the fuck, while Joe is still in office, Joe's going to pardon him.
Of course.
And nobody's gonna say shit.
No,
nobody can say shit. People are gonna piss him on, but they can't. You can't pardon him once he gets out. So they got to drag his end on. Now, what, Dan?
Is this why the aliens don't ever stop?
It's pretty much.
What do you mean? We got a fucking thousands of aliens coming up through the border every goddamn day.
Not the smart ones. Those are dumb aliens. The ones from the sky.
Don't stop. The other ones stay.
No. Why do the aliens from upstairs not want to stick around?
Yeah, not the land aliens.
We're talking about it right now.
Because
you see, there's no intelligent life on the fucking planet. And
that's also 100% true.
Marco is proof.
Yeah.
I feel like Earth is like channel 412 on the universal Roku.
En español. It's fine.
Somebody done got the Roku on somewhere in the fucking universe, and they're like, let's see what's on the Earth channel.
Well, there's no way you could make this shit up, right? Like, let's be honest. That's and also too. See, this is the real question I have is that if the judge wants to not go by the plea deal, which the judge is allowed to do, the longer that judge draws that out, like if he's like, no, I want to make sure you go to jail, right? Like he'll have to do it at the end of his term. But the problem is the longer he delays, there's a better likelihood of something happening where they would have to assign a new judge, right? Because things randomly happen to people that we have no control over, allegedly.
Well, see, he has this appeal going on because that was in Delaware. He's getting indicted for some shit in California, and he's claiming that because he has immunity, which the judge told him he did not. He's claiming that he has immunity, that he shouldn't have to go to court and he shouldn't have to answer to Congress.
Well,
that's the balls right there.
They're trying to hold him in contempt of Congress because he didn't come and.
Oh, they're holding him in contempt of Congress. You got the news on?
That's what they're trying to do.
Well, yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah, don't show that too much. We'll get copyrighted or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay. It's so blurry. Can you tell the difference?
Only on a couple platforms.
What up, Big Grape?
The bigger problem is that, like, it makes no sense. You're like, oh, well, we're going to try and charge him too. You're like, okay, what makes you think this person shouldn't be behind bars? This guy has a serious problem, right? Like, Hunter Biden is obviously going through some issues, let's say. But the idea that you're like, hold on, just the tax evasion alone should be behind bars, right?
None of us would be able to do that shit.
Oh, come on. We would be.
I'm behind on a turnpike fucking ticket. They want to fucking. They got me in collections.
You know how to fix your kid when they're that ridiculously stupid? You put them in timeout, right?
That's what jail is to the grown folks.
Oh, well, he's Biden's kid. I thought they put him in timeout and be okay.
The only solution is fill a bathtub with water and just. That's the only at that point. It's
drown that little fucker.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Nope, you can only do that when they're babies here in Ohio.
Not anymore, sir.
Yeah, really.
Full-term abortion, sir.
You can do it when they're babies, but after that fucker got a social security number, fuck it, then it's murder.
Bro, talking to the judge like that, he's dumb like a baby. I feel like you could just drown him. That's fine. Or maybe he'll go and visit the Obamas and then just turn up in water.
Hunter Biden claims his father was financially not involved with anything he was doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
If
sure.
anyone's listening, I'm winking my one eye.
So,
Dude,
the whole
leave your
reason-
dick in your pants.
The whole reason why I fucking even brought this up is
Hmm.
because it affects us in Ohio, especially. It affects me. It affects Greg. It affects Dan. Well, no, Dan don't smoke. Now, one of these charges that he's getting indicted on is this gun charge.
Right.
And the big deal with that is he lied on the fucking paperwork and
Correct.
said he didn't use any kind of drugs recreationally or was addicted.
Yeah.
And he got the gun. So right there, that goes back to what we was talking about on the other show. That you can't, if you that's just a law. That's just a law. And weed is on that fucking law.
Yeah.
So that's how they're getting him on the gun charge. Now, he already got it ruled in one place, but it got overturned that it was unconstitutional to say somebody cannot own a weapon and be on drugs.
That's bullshit.
Now that's a good thing on us, because that means we can smoke a joint and own our guns. Right now, if you fucking smoke, you can't own a weapon.
No,
That's
why I never got my card.
It ain't about you can't have it in a certain place. No, you cannot legally, lawfully own or possess a firearm.
Yeah.
Legally, from a store. If you use any kind of the drugs that are listed on the thing, and marijuana is one of them. So one judge found it unconstitutional, which is a good thing. Then that got overturned, which is a bad thing. So if he gets indicted on this, it's bad, because not only does that law stick, it'll probably get a lot worse. Now, if he don't get indicted, he slides like a fucking pig in shit, like the piece of shit he is. But it's still good for us, because we can smoke a joint and fucking still have our gun. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think it is. Either way, I feel like that has to be separated. Like, that's immediately going to get. So even if he gets railroaded through this, which I'm sure he would enjoy, he seems like the kind of guy who would like to have a train run on him. But the whole idea is exactly right. They all have wieners. That's fine. So the idea is that like that part of it will definitely be challenged immediately, because you can't, like, remember, your entire identity is that, they can't take our guns, right? Which is fine, but like, that's part of your constitution. They can't just arbitrarily be like, well, now you can't. You're like, no, that's not how laws work.
Well, that isn't just now you can't. That law has been on the books.
Yeah, but
it's just only an issue now because marijuana has become illegal.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
I think Greg's high.
No, Greg's just doing the things that he got going on.
Okay.
He's watching the people dance behind his computer. It's fine.
I'm producing, and y'all just mind your goddamn business.
What's it?
Fuck your opinion, sir. Fuck your opinion. Okay. That's
I had that under my name, but I took it down just because.
Producer sounds so much more powerful.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. That's reasonable.
Maybe I should put.
Maybe you should go enter, and then under it, fuck your opinion.
I mean, that's not a horrible idea.
I still have my sign.
Hey, listen, come on. That's
analog.
Yeah, you can't put it up. That's just how it works. No,
that's
I don't
like
like
the way everything's going right now. Everything's fucking opinion.
I actually just
believe everybody else's opinion.
Yeah, well, I just started watching Leave the World Behind, and we're halfway through it. And bro, it is, you're watching it and you're going, so this is what's going to be happening in the next couple of years for sure, right? It's like just the reliance on technology is just, it will be our downfall.
So all right, since we touched on that and nobody really got any thoughts on that, here's something else that kind of fucked me up now that you're talking about the technology and all this shit. Okay, we all know quantum computers. We all know what they are, right?
Yes.
No.
Okay. We all know that these quantum computers have been being built since the mid-90s, right?
No.
Attempts, yeah.
Well, no, the D-Wave started mid-90s.
Okay.
Those are ones that's when I started looking into them. And when I found out they started poking holes into fucking dimensions, and then that set me down a whole years and years of rabbit holes of talking about the quantum computers.
Hold on that point. Everyone out there is a PSA. Don't do drugs until you're 25, otherwise they affect your brain. Continue, please.
Bluetooth disconnected. Bluetooth connected.
Somebody's fucking with Bluetooth.
Might have been me.
Oh, okay. So,
Continue.
so I've been looking over, just different videos and shit. And this one video that comes across my feed says NASA shuts down production of quantum computer. So I'm like, wait a minute. So then I start watching this video. And now the video is like, I think it was 6 months old, 9 months old, something like that. It says that we don't have quantum computers. It says that they're still developing them. Wait. Now, is that a Mandela effect to me? I know, I've done enough research on this. I've done a shit ton of research on this shit. To the point, we've done shows even when we were doing, hi Megan, when we were doing shows with Scotty's still with us and all that shit. We've talked about this.
Well, the problem is a quantum computer is being developed, but the problem is they can't. We just don't. I don't think we have the technology, right? Like they're trying to make it work, but it's
like the D-Wave, especially Jordy something or other. He was the one who fucking developed them. He was the one who said that each stack punches 7 holes in another dimension and uses its resources. And it never, I never really looked at the mechanics of it because I'm like, he just punched holes in another dimension. He just said there was another dimension. And then the more stacks you put, and this is how I've developed went down the rabbit hole about on Mars. Like each stack, punches 7 more holes, and they can just keep stacking them and stacking them exponentially. And at the time, like back in the early 2000s, maybe mid 2000s, they had one in one of these universities here in America. There was one at Google headquarters. The Chinese there was like 5 of these fuckers already back then, like full blown running. Now, the whole thing about the Mars was to keep these things running at optimum level, they need helium-3. Helium-3 is very scarce on Earth, but it is quite abundant on Mars. Now, the video I watched on the harvesting of helium-3, first of all, wait a minute. We aren't supposed to be at Mars. We're supposed to be rovers. Now you're telling me people are harvesting shit from Mars? They had this real primitive way of dropping balloons with devices on them. They harvest the helium-3, bring them back up to the ship, and the ship brings them back, and that's what they use for it. Now, these are private companies now, mind you. So, 1, do we have these quantum computers? And 2, if we do, then that pretty much proves the whole existence of colonies and shits on Mars. Because if it was that much money and that much use of these quantum computers, that they're not just going to keep floating fucking spaceships up there. They're going to fucking drop down and put a base where they can recharge the helium-3. So that means not only do they have a base to charge the helium-3, but they're going to have quarters. They're going to have some kind of sustaining whatever for the astronauts. They're going to have a landing pad and a launch pad. So there's plenty there, and and this ain't new. That shit, we've had shit on Mars forever, according to conspiracy theorists. But just right there, if we have the quantum computers, then, well, supposedly now they're finding helium-3 on the moon too. But bitch, we ain't supposed to be at the moon neither.
Did I take mushrooms? Is this really happening? I'm not sure. I just want to be very clear. This is real life, right?
I'm not answer that question.
Okay.
If you took mushrooms or not, I'm not there, but yeah, most
don't
likely this is
think
all
I
real life.
did. I don't.
I didn't take any of mine.
Listen, you don't need anything. Let's be very clear about that, sir.
I just blew fucking Dino's mind.
No, it's more so I'm like, oh my god, Marco's lost his fucking marbles. That is a real thing. Listen, there's there's been developments when it comes to technology, right? And with regards to the D-Wave is a company brand. It's not a thing. Right. So the whole idea here is that when they're using quantum computing, is the idea of instead of using ones and zeros, is that it actually has choices to make. It has more options, right? Instead of ones and zeros. Now, that idea, think about it this way, is the original computer using ones and zeros is what, 70 years, 80 years old ish, something like that. So the progress we had from the 90s when quantum computing, the idea that we would use circuits to have multiple questions instead of, or multiple options instead of that, is where that started. But that technology hasn't come out. Like, remember, like Lockheed Martin, companies like that, they do have access to that kind of stuff. But you're still talking about computers that, like, they used to be like, think about it this way, a home computer was the size of an entire room. Not anymore.
Yeah,
So
I mean, we went to the moon on fucking less technology than there is in a cell phone.
Yeah, exactly. So
you know, that was like a roller coaster car in an Atari.
Right. So like, think about it. There's more computing power in the arm of an Audi SUV than there was in the alleged moon lander. So like right away, we're talking about there's big differences. But I believe what you're reading is they're saying we don't have quantum computing, as in we as in people do not have access to quantum computing. Now that may be in the future, but there's a resource. It's just too expensive, right? The technology is not there.
We got quantum computers. There are several companies that have quantum computers, and
Sure.
the reason why NASA, the reason why NASA supposedly shut down the production of their quantum computer, is because they're afraid that once AI hits a quantum computer, we're fucked.
Terminator scenario.
Oh, 100. Listen, the only somebody sent me a meme yesterday, and it was the idea of Sarah Connor. Like, it was just looking at the camera and going, Sarah Connor looking at you, making friends with AI, you dumb son of a bitch. And I'm like, bro, we are gonna die. Skynet is taking over, and I personally look up to our robot overlords and welcome them. They can't do a worse job. That's fine.
Well, dude, I mean, I did a show fucking years back, like at least 4 years ago, about the Russian Skynet.
Yeah.
If the Kremlin or wherever they're, Putin sits, if that gets hit, there's a reason why that motherfucker's maybe 20 miles away from wherever the battle is and nobody's hitting that bitch.
Right.
Excuse me. Because if you hit that, this whatever system goes off. Like, nobody has a choice. It is just like the fail safe of fail safes, dude. Once that hits, wherever the last strike came from is where everything goes. Everything. They have subs that are unmanned. There were drones before we had, before we were shooting them at the sand people. The helicopters without, there's unmanned helicopters, there's unmanned tanks. Dude, like, I watched this documentary on this shit and I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like, US made, and back then, that might even be Cold War weaponry.
Yeah.
But who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck if it works? Cool. That's the thing a lot of people don't understand about this new technology. The new technology may be fancy and maybe a little bit better, maybe a little faster, maybe a little bit more destructive. But you know what? The old school shit, the shit that was made for any idiot to fucking work on, that shit to this day is still fucking usable. There's a reason why, it's so scary when you find a grenade in your backyard, or, you find Pawpaw's old fucking ammo box from back in whichever war. All that shit is still live. That shit, that all that shit is still good. You ain't got a phone charger these days to be running around in the fucking field with, when somebody's shooting at you.
Yeah, like, listen, the idea that you could used to be able to crank power into a walkie-talkie or something like that, there's a huge benefit, right? So the idea that we haven't figured out how to do that kind of stuff for something like a cell phone, you're like, yeah, well, we're listen, we are 24 hours from having no power in anything, and we are completely fucked. Right? There's just not. We're
Oh, supposedly, I seen some shit about supposedly we're gonna get a false flag, internet crash or grid crash or some shit like that.
Sure. That only makes sense. That's when this season of Earth is going to just really ramp up ratings for the rest of the universe. There's this place is fucked.
You got me curious now.
What?
All right, I'm gonna look up who owns where the quantum computers are located. In the meantime, time to rate this time.
They're in Marco's
They're all
house.
over the place.
This show's
Oh my God.
Cock on cock
I
action.
saw the biggest cock I ever seen in my life the other fucking day, just dangling at the truck stop.
You said you weren't going to tell people about those pictures, but okay.
Oh no, it was not. It was dangling there. I was gonna buy it. Dude, they were $20 though. They were like big ass, and they squeaked too.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, that's exactly how you get banned from all social media. Just so people know.
And
yeah.
truck stops.
And truck stops.
Hey, look, she shouldn't have had fucking. They were dangling like how the Chinese people dangle the ducks that people just go by and it was like I want a duck penis or something like that.
I
No,
feel
they
like
usually
I would
ask for the
want to
whole
watch
duck.
that. Yeah, they don't buy them by the penis. They buy them by the duck. That's
Yeah,
definitely
for
a
sure.
thing.
I've never heard that phrase.
No,
This fucking
no.
show.
But like, I've really wanted to be there for an interaction where Marco goes into a truck stop, sees a bunch of hanging dildos, and is just like, "Hey, can I get 6 of the massive ones? I really need those for
Oh,
home."
they were
I just watch people go.
No,
Yes,
he
fucker, they were
runs his
big.
fingers like this. He runs his
They were,
hands through like this. I swear to
huge
God.
fucking
I've
rubber
seen it.
chickens,
It's nuts.
man.
I don't think so.
I mean, I got a fucking whole fucking. I'm a freak, man. I got all kind of dildos and shit. How do you think I kept my kids out of the showers back in the day? Like they had fucking nasty feet. I kept telling them to wash their feet, and they were getting fucking athlete's foot all the time. So I wouldn't let them in my shower. They kept wanting to get in my shower. So I had a bunch of the fucking rubber or the dildos with the suction cups on the back, and I stuck them all over the wall of my fucking shower. Oh God.
That's a unique parenting style that I don't think anyone should use.
No.
Trauma,
Hey, you use what you got, man.
Bro, that's not using what you got.
Hold
You
on,
went out.
hold
You
on,
went out and
hold
got
on,
more
hold on,
things. That is not.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. Right there, Marco. This is why today's youth is so fucked up.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Dodging dildos.
Why?
in the
Because they
shower.
didn't get the dildo in the
Really?
shower?
To take a shower.
Yeah,
And then they
just
start
wash
questioning who the fuck they are. They're
Well-
gonna be like, am I a boy? Am I a girl? Or do I like that?
Yeah,
Why,
you
does-
find
why
out
does dad
real
have so
quick.
many dildos that
When
are
you get
useful
butt
in the
naked
shower?
and you're a boy and there's a dick in your face, you find out real quick if you like it or not.
Margo is
That's,
using them as
that's an
dishwashers.
instant right there. You
It
know
happens.
right there, when that dick is in your face, rubber or not, you know that whether you like cock or not.
The question is, Marco, did you like it, buddy?
Listen.
I thought it was
It's his
fucking
shower.
hilarious. I thought it was hilarious.
That's
Sick. But it's
yeah,
all right.
well, it's something.
Hey,
Margo
they
is
never went back in the shower. I found out my son was straight.
Megan would
All
like
right.
it. No, okay. Well, hey, now you know.
See, that's American parenting.
What is Wud? What is Wud?
Wood.
Wud.
Yeah.
They're
Why?
Canadian. That's another country. Quit being fucking insensitive.
How much insensitive did you get?
Pronouns are A and boot.
Listen.
Take off, you hoser.
I want to get Marco a shirt that says "I'm the dildo man," just to advertise to people.
No, see, that motherfucker will buy a dildo that inflates around him with the sad paint coming right out of the front of it.
Dude, did I
And we'll
tell
wear
you
it on
about,
stage.
this is way off track, but did I tell you about the fucking what I thought about? It was a dominatrix mask that I bought. Look,
Now we're off track. Just so everyone knows, this is the moment where we're going off the rails.
dude, I bought this fucking mask, and
What the
it's a
fuck
black
happened
leather
like a
mask,
half
and it
hour
got
ago?
chains on it up under, like, under the chin. It looked real cool, but I couldn't understand why there was a hole in the forehead of the cat.
Oh, here we go.
So, I got the quick look at it, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just the design of it or whatever. And then, I changed it. It looked cool, so I just threw it in my bag. I bought it, brought it home. I didn't look at it for a few days, and one day I looked in the bag, and I'm like, I wonder what this fucking hole. I'm thinking, wait a minute.
I'm gonna put my
Dickhead.
dick in it.
No, dude, it's for a dildo. Because I'm like, maybe I could put a unicorn horn in this. Oh my God, this is for a penis. But the bad thing is it's reversible, so you can flip it upside down where the hole is right here. And you can put the dildo right, like.
That's not.
And
That
the only
doesn't make
reason
any
why I
sense.
know that's a possibility is because I've seen porn like that before.
Okay.
With
so-
both. With both.
I think there are people who should be banned from the internet. My friend here is definitely one of them. He's just no more. You can broadcast, but no more consuming internet. You've had too much internet. It's like,
He's had too much of something.
well,
Dude,
listen.
Mouth,
I've got so much internet that I quit watching porn.
In your what?
I quit watching porn, dude. Like, I have seen almost I would say I've seen 98% of everything. Like, you name it, I've seen it. It
You
might have
say
been in the
that.
live.
You say it like you're bragging, but we all know that's not a good thing. That's you're like, I've seen it all. You're like, nope, that's bad. You don't want to be on that list.
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Right.
You don't want to get desensitized to the point where you're rubbing
No.
one out to a little Asian girl giving birth to an octopus. Not hentai. Like, real deal. Like, that's not, there's no anime on that. Like, that was this poor girl, had to have been bad on her luck or something, because that was a big octopus that flopped up out of her cooter. Dude, they tossed it on her back like she was a fucking a sushi table.
The funny thing about an octopus is it will, it'll squeeze through a hole like that.
Yeah, I know. I seen it.
Pun intended? Is that? Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it looked like one of the Marvel's cartoons where that fucking octopus beast was coming through. Like, because it didn't happen all at once. Like, it started off and you just saw the chick, like, she was like, the pussy was kind of moving a little bit, and all of a sudden you saw one, like, this thing. I'm like, what the fuck? What the? And then there was another tentacle, and then once it started like getting all the fucking little wiggly things out, it pulled itself the fuck out.
Just
and that
so
ain't the only
everyone
one
knows.
that I've seen. That was not a one of a kind one. Because after I seen that one, I had to look up another one. And I seen a chick do it in the tub.
Some friends ask me, hey, Dino, why don't you share all the stuff you're on? And this is why. This is why I don't share everything on my own page.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah, no, this is an exclusive for Upside Down Studios. I think this is not for others.
Yeah, I don't think this is a
What's the
Facebook thing.
craziest shit? You guys haven't seen some crazy shit in porn.
I
we'll see.
mean, yeah.
What's the craziest shit you've seen, Dino? Here, we'll get off the politics. What's the craziest shit you've seen?
Yeah, because up until now has been politics. Jesus Christ, man. I'm a vanilla pervert, man. I'm like, big tits and dick sucking. That's good
Here,
stuff.
here is a true story. True story. From
this is
Canada,
dope.
even. From Canada.
Uh-oh.
Have you ever heard of the Sundowner in Niagara Falls?
I have been to the Sundowner in Niagara Falls, sir.
Okay. You know how, well, at least this is when I was 21. This is years ago. There was a girl when we walked in. I was turning 21. She took her lips. She took her lips and went all the route around her body with them. That was traumatizing for me when I was a young man.
That's fair. Especially when you're 21, you have no idea what's going on.
She took a put it all right around her.
She
Well,
took
if you
her
weren't playing
lips
with
and
your
went.
goddamn soundboard, you would have heard what the fuck he said.
Because Marco was playing songs.
That's
What?
the worst that you guys, tits and dicks, and you're just, some.
No. I did not say tits and dicks. Okay, I said tits and dick sucking. Okay, those are not together. They are
Well, see,
happening.
you can
Okay,
shove your dick through.
Together as you
If
can
you-
get, because if the dick was separated, then you're just looking at the dick, and that's not dick sucking. That's a dick in your face.
You know what?
Am I wrong?
People like Marco. People Marco is like, well, if you've seen a dick, you're obviously gay. You're like, what are you talking about?
No.
Not-
I've been in orgies and I've been in swingers clubs. As long as you don't cross lines, you're cool.
Sir, you just told us that you put a bunch of dildos in your shower to keep the kids away. I feel like you're a line crosser. That's just, let's be honest. You are a habitual line crosser, and your idea of what the line is invalid. I veto.
Fair.
You are not aware of your world is
Right
this.
with you is you're on that Canadian measurement, and you think the line. My line is American.
Lines
still
aren't
on
a
that
measurement.
Canadian.
Lines are a thing, and you don't know how to work. Your lines go like this. They are wavy and are not lines. They are just spaces, and you still step over those, sir. Jesus Christ!
I tiptoe. There's a demilitarized zone there.
You stomp like an elephant over those lines, sir. Be very clear. If not, you're dancing. You dance by them with like a circus elephant, and you're like, da, 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 da. Yeah.
You know you want it.
Speaking of dancing over the line with friends, how come when you came over this way, Cole was the fucking pussy of the bunch?
What do you mean?
Well, that's kind of normal.
I wouldn't think Cole was gonna be the we can't go there, or he just seemed the soft one of the bunch.
Well, Orchid is a tough lady. She's from LA, so that's fair. She kept on trying to convince me to go to Detroit, and I'm like, I don't want to go to Detroit. I'm like, I'm from Canada. I definitely don't want to go to Detroit. And she's like, well, because she was like, I want to go to a show in Detroit, and I'm like, at night? No, that's not for me.
No.
Wait.
No.
Yeah.
Wait. I have a question.
All right.
Marco, you brought Dino to Youngstown, right?
I didn't bring Dino to Youngstown. The bus brought Dino to America.
That's
Did he come to Youngstown?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did I? Yes.
But you wouldn't go to Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
confusing.
Youngstown.
I don't understand that.
Point.
Well,
What the
okay,
fuck
so
you mean? I've been in
this is
Detroit.
what-
I ain't going back.
okay,
If you
so
I've
can't
been to
fucking
Detroit
make a
several times.
goddamn White Castle burger, fuck you. I ain't coming back.
if I
Well, that
had,
ain't the same with reasons he's talking about.
if I had a Marco in Detroit that I was going to go visit, I would go. But I have a Marco in Youngstown, so I'm like, hey, if shit goes down, I'm going to go in Marco's house and I'm going to take his guns and then I'm going to kill people. That is a logical progression. I don't have a Marco in Detroit that I can use as a base of operations in case shit goes down. So Detroit, it's me versus Detroit, and I'm like, I've seen RoboCop too many times. I don't think
there
that.
these odds.
If I were to go to Canada, I can't go to like Vancouver or wherever the fuck. I have to go to Toronto because if some shit goes down, I got to be like, Dino, where the fuck you at?
No,
Dude,
I'd be like, I'm in Cleveland, bitch.
In Toronto is a fucking blast.
I like it.
I
don't think they have any of them bars left though. What was it? The Whiskey Saigon, the Cell, the Industry Club.
Not in Vietnam.
All of them are closed. Like the whole entertainment district is now just restaurants and bullshit. So
Ew.
Well,
that's no fun.
They don't
even have the Fantasias anymore, do they?
Yeah,
that was the whole reason we went to Toronto.
Yeah. They still have a lot of theaters, but not.
They still have the good titty bars out there.
They've all changed, so there's still a few, but not as many as there used to be.
There used to be some grimy titty bars.
Oh, there's
like,
something.
It was like you could see the stretch marks from the day before, you know.
I've been to one where there was like pregnant chicks, and I'm like, that's a little weird.
That's what I'm talking about. She just had the kid. You can
that's a Youngstown thing.
Yeah, I remember one where she looked like she was pregnant, but she was just fat, and I'm like, that's not a selling feature. I don't think that's not how that works. But anyway.
Well, it's kind of like pizza. You can pay $6 for a pizza, and it's shit.
It's not like
25 pizza. You're gonna get a better pizza. Strippers. You're gonna pay a stripper $5. You're gonna get a shitty stripper. You're gonna go somewhere that's paid $25, $100. You're gonna get a
They're
better
gonna get a
stripper.
shitty stripper, and you're both gonna get an STD from both of them.
I mean, that's a good Saturday night.
Shit.
It's just, let's be honest.
Marco.
And I'm telling you, you don't eat the $6 stripper, and you don't eat the $25 stripper, and
What?
you don't even eat the $100 stripper. But
Hold
you
on.
can eat a $6 pizza when you're fucking hungry.
Hold on. If you pay the stripper, why are you eating? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay, that just absolutely not. Let's just start there. Okay.
Well,
If
unless
I'm
you have an
paying-
eating fetish.
I quit eating pussy. Period. I'm done with that. That's a young kid's job. I bought a vibrator.
For
I got-
yourself?
I got the most powerful vibrator there is, dude. I can
You,
sit there and
sir,
smoke
ask
a blunt
way
and
too
just
many
stand there and hold my
questions.
squirt. Squirt. After 3 times, you want to keep going? All right, turn over.
You know what I
Boom.
picture?
Nice and easy. My neck don't hurt no more. I don't wake up with the little blister buds on the tip of your tongue from sucking on the clit too hard or too fucking.
Dude, if you got blisters on your tongue at all from eating pussy, that's like not good.
That's like a Chernobyl pussy. Like yeah. Don't lick that candy. That candy will definitely cause problems later on in life.
Yes.
Also true, like I keep on getting a picture of Marco during the apocalypse is like like
Fucking
Walking
zombies
Dead.
and shit.
Well, no, but definitely
No,
fucking
not
zombies.
necrophiliac. Well, it depends how fresh it is. Depends on
Yeah,
how
it
fresh.
depends how fresh. Yeah, let's at least we clarified that one. But there's
If you just took the bullet and the fucking heartbeat, you get a quick one off. You gotta go. You gotta be quick, anyways.
okay, but the point is, I feel like he would have a bow and an arrow, but every arrow would just be a dildo, and he's like, but it would all be dildos on the end
Like
of it. Like that's-
Orgasmo.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'd picture. Is Marco's apocalypse weapon of choice? Is
A dildo.
dildo arrows? Dildo arrows.
Dildo arrow down.
What is that?
That is
Dildo
Marco's
arrows did
internet
it.
going nuts.
That is Marco's internet doing Marco internet things because the NSA loves Marco. Yeah, oral sex with stripper is sketchy. That's 100%. Listen, oral sex with ladies in general still a little sketchy. With a stripper, you're like, bro, you have a
Did you
problem.
see that video I shared about eating ass?
Definitely not.
About eating ass, dude. Oh my god, you should have fucking watched it. Not only was it fucking, it was quite informative, but the 3 gay guys, after they got done telling about the bacteria and the food poisoning, and don't let us deter you from angalingus. I'm like, what the fuck you just say to me? And then they started going into how to clean your butthole. So, if you're going to get your butthole ate, it's all cleaned up and it won't give
Did you
nobody.
just say
Make sure your taint is clean. Make sure your balls are clean.
anal linguist? Really?
Yeah, that's right.
He said anal linguist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Talking out your ass.
It's simple with that. The whole point is that I remember a comedian up here actually said they're like, if you haven't gotten E. coli, you don't know how to eat ass. And I'm like, I don't have that skill. I'm happy. I am happy. I don't want to be initiated in that scenario.
Play. No, I don't give it and I don't take it. There ain't no poo play at all. And that includes, a tongue on the ass is poo play to me.
To all the ladies that are interested in Marco,
No
I
matter
hope
how
you
much
play with
you
this
clean,
butthole.
no matter how much bidet you want to shoot in your asshole, there's always, if there's microscopic poop on your toothbrush, there's microscopic poop on your shitter.
There's more than microscopic poop on your shitter. Let's be honest. That's you've sent me pictures and I immediately told you, don't you ever do that. I'm going to fucking punch you in the face. I think Marco has like 7 assholes. It's like a colander back there. I don't know what's going on.
Don't call his kids assholes. And he has like 26 of them.
Nope, my dad had 26.
Your dad had 26. So if anything, Marco's the underachiever. I like that. That's fantastic.
Yes, I am. I kept them numbers low.
Oh shit.
I'm under par, motherfucker. I'm way under par.
I think that's just the universe making sure some shit doesn't happen.
I only shot a couple eagles. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ. Yeah, well, listen.
I'm
that's,
just saying.
It's just
So, hey, did you guys by chance see the new video going around? I guess it's of
It ain't that
what-
stupid chick.
Ray,
How about
Ray
that?
Patterson and the UFOs that well, they aren't UFOs. They're new fucking American fucking warships. But they look like UFOs. Like they
No.
literally look like UFOs, but they ain't. They're stamping American fucking shits on them and everything.
Oh yeah.
I
I-
well,
have not seen that.
That's the other thing. What they've been talking about is that a lot of this stuff is very possibly just drone technology. That they're just like you just can't move a person at that speed. Like that's what they haven't figured out, right? So a lot of this stuff is you're just going like, yeah, the propulsion is possible, but it's more so that human survival during it is not. So the idea that there's
Yeah,
stuff that they're
supposedly
making,
it broke the light barrier too.
I don't know,
What?
there's a lot of questions about that, right? This is the
They
problem.
broke
Is
the light
there-
barrier.
I feel like that's how you call a light bulb, and that's not what those are not synonyms. They're used. It's just
The speed of light barrier.
if you break the speed of light, there are a lot of rules around physics that cause a lot of problems. So
Well,
now,
that
that being
goes
said,
into the new way of physics and the new quantum theory and quantum computing.
well, see, yeah, there's a possibility.
In the same documentary video, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't like to call them all documentaries because obviously a lot of them are just some idiots in the background putting together videos.
Like
This goes with this. No. But they try to say like black holes now might be they might be quantum computers, or where other entities or whatever the fuck you want to call them, those are the holes from their quantum computers. You know how I said
46 degrees
where
tomorrow,
the
Marco.
wave is poking holes in other dimensions.
Yeah.
So what if black holes aren't holes from someone else's quantum computer and we're just figuring that shit out? And they've known it forever and it's been right in front of our face. And we was just like, oh, look at the hole.
Yeah. Well, there's also the fact that there are white holes, right, that are expanding. Like, there's a lot of stuff that we have no idea what
don't
to
start
expect.
that. We'll be erased. We'll get cut off.
I was going to go there, but you both stuck
Leave
it
it
too
alone. I like a white hole from time to time myself. I prefer them actually.
You know, we were on a good Christian topic like UFOs, and then you're like, nope, back to dicks. It's just, I feel that's inappropriate, sir. That's
Oh,
inappropriate.
did you see about the big hole that opened up in the sun?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, realistically, there's no rationale where people are like, well, we know a lot about the sun. No, we don't. We don't know a lot about the sun. We have a lot of theories about the sun. Like, it's the same
on
idea.
fire.
That,
That's it. It's hot.
it's a ball o' fire. That's what we know, right? So,
It's not fire, it's gas.
listen, you shut up, Dan.
What happens when you set gas on fire? It turns to fire, fuckface.
Look, I could not understand black holes in grade 9 science. I mean, try harder. I don't know. No, sorry, Megan. It's just a joke. But the whole idea is that, like, realistically,
Marco's froze.
I know. The best part is he's frozen like that, which means it definitely looks like he has horns of a menorah, like just sticking out of his body, like just, I am the menorah god. Like, it's just, that's fair. It looks perfect. Someone screenshot that and send it to me. It's just Marco as the menorah god. It's just fantastic.
I can't figure out how I can't screenshot my computer. I don't
I'm
think.
gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to go back and watch this again. That's the only reason. Hey,
Oh, damn it. I had it too.
so
Son of a
close,
bitch.
so close.
Fucking Marco.
Marco as the menorah god is perfect.
That one's even better. That looks even funnier.
Yeah.
He looks like the ears on his head. Like 2 cents.
But like that's the idea, right? Like a lot of this science stuff, where like there's if Marco's even just he's like, I'm out of here.
Fuck you guys. I'm
Menorah
done.
god out. No, that's it's one of those things where there's too much. I could not understand. Yeah, it's none of this. We have ideas and we're assuming things, but even now they've shown that black holes have stuff coming out of them, right? In which you're going, didn't know that could happen. You're going, well, we don't know a lot of shit, right?
Didn't they say the black holes suck people in?
That's
things
always been
in.
our opinion, right? Because you can actually see some that have light turning into them, so it's all constantly pulling it in. But now they've shown other ones where, like on the other side, it shows stuff coming out. But the problem is, it's not like we can go and be like, "Hey, what is that?" Poke it with a stick. That's not something we have the ability to do, right? So there's all sorts of theories. Because remember, if it's a black hole, there has to be an exit somewhere, right? And the rationale that Marco's using is that we're using quantum computers to tap into that as an energy source, which I'm sure there's science behind that. But the idea is that that theory revolves around the idea that if not knowing what rules of physics that are being followed, because we know jack shit, it only makes sense that if we open a hole here, that there may be another hole somewhere else, and that somewhere else is what we don't know, and that may be black hole in space. But or it just might be a meme that somebody sent you, probably Marco, of a black hole. That's more fair.
No, truthfully, it's
the menorah god has returned.
Dude, it's just
Kyle.
all the shit that we talked about. We started talking about the fucking UFOs, and that's what started booting me.
Well, sir, now we know it's don't talk about
Yeah, don't talk about black holes in the sun.
And HRC. Those are the two things that
we don't
say
that. We don't talk about the almighty.
The rain.
And only certain islands in the Caribbean are we allowed to talk to. Not all of the islands, that's for sure. Because those are three things stay away from, or the NSA will become your best. The aliens are watching him 100%. I feel like they're watching him just from his front lawn.
Hey, look, back, what was it, like 9-10 years ago when I was with my ex. I just moved in with her, and I was real heavy into the alien shit and the Nibiru and all that stuff. And I was like on my laptop, 24/7 for a minute. My son had his first football game.
There you go, Dan.
It was out in Akron.
Yep. Again.
Wow.
Every time he talks about aliens.
Am I here? You hear me?
Not really.
You, but you're all fuckered up.
Yep.
More than normal.
Right? You got menorah horns coming out of everything.
Margo, try it now.
Hello?
Yep.
Hello.
Well, I think we got you. Yeah, you're good.
All right, well, I'm switched to a different internet here.
Oh, that's going to help.
Yeah. Well, it
holy
usually
shit,
does.
breaking in and out instantly. Your son just called you holy shit.
I mean, realistically.
He is menorah god.
Breaking in and out instantly. Yeah, that's the
that's the dildo stuck on the wall thing.
I mean, if anything, like I feel like the truth of the matter is there's a very good chance that one of Marco's kids just keeps on fucking with his internet and just be like, this is for all those dildos in the shower. Just fucking turn it off and on every time. Just like, I mean, that's fair. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's more justice. And someone just sent me a screenshot of Marco as the menorah god.
Menorah god, yes.
He's not even Jewish. He is now. He's going to be the menorah god. That's just how that's going to be. I know what I'm going to do.
Am I good? We're back here.
Yeah, so far.
Kinda.
Start talking.
All right. Well, yeah. So I mean, I don't know.
You just got 7 minutes of shit talking done on you.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get back to it, and it's all right. I covered it. So,
I covered it in the most boring way possible.
How many more shows we got until Christmas? Oh, that's the last
2, 1. No, 1.
We're gonna end on this fucking thing. I'm gonna see if it'll bring it up here so I get the age. There's a House bill that's coming in to Ohio that everybody's having a fucking fit about. And when I started reading the article, it like they wouldn't say what it was at first, which was my first, red flag. But it's taking away the parents' rights, and it's taking away this and that and all this other bullshit. So what the fuck are they talking about? Here, there's a bill being passed through to allow pastors and not
Here we
pastors,
go.
but like religious people. Is it going out again?
Religions and aliens. It takes you out.
Pastors, religious people, you know, if they have their leaders of their congregation or whatever, come in and counsel the kid, whatever, you know, if they need somebody other than the school counselor. They want to say, you know, allow that. Not just for Christians, but for every, you know, every got religion, you got your pastors or your, I don't know what damn people call their people, but, you know, the people is currently, you know, shits and the
Ding dong, boing, ding dong.
House Bill 240.
Sounds like you got
And
this
how to
goddamn
stop
board on.
I know.
You coming back now?
Am I coming back?
Nope,
For a
you
second,
weren't.
you were House
Just
Bill
don't talk.
247. Yeah.
40.
You know how many women that say that to him all the time? Just keep your mouth shut.
I wasn't trying to go that far, but all right, man.
All right,
You have
am I
no doubt coming up then. Yeah, you
Am
were
I
for a
back?
minute. Now you are, I think.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Yeah, you got you that time.
yeah.
All right. So, like I was saying, this
House
House
Bill
Bill
357.
240, Dick. It's saying and how to stop it. That's the headline of it. So automatically you think it's gonna be some bad shit. And you know, it tells you know who introduced it. It says will allow religious leaders like pastors, preachers, reverends, deacons, etc. to counsel your children in public schools without a license, unlike current youth professionals, like school counselors or mediators. Okay, I get the whole licensing thing, but I mean, as the head of the congregation, that's kind of implied already. But I'm sorry, but the mediators and the school counselors ain't stopping these schools from getting shot the fuck up. They didn't get shot up when Jesus was there.
Marco, use your words. Use your words.
I mean, did one of them go by Jesus? Because technically,
He do got you there.
I mean, listen,
Man,
school
look,
shooting is not exclusive to white people. Not anymore.
I remember when I was in school, I went to school with a bunch of fucking God church going rednecks, and they all had shotguns in their fucking car for hunting season. And the only time there was any kind of gun threat was the ignorant wigger from fucking Camel come to school with a BB gun trying to pretend like it was real.
I actually remember that.
Yep, there it is.
And now we're
remember that.
All right, Margo, when you come back, I think it's time to end.
that is now's the time to end. All right, Greg.
I mean, we're at an hour, so
Yeah.
All right, am I back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're right.
I guess with that being said, before something else pops off, it's been Upside Down Studios. What the fuck Wednesday? Y'all have a good night. Be good to each other. Make Gaza flat again. And check out Dino, the genetic Maro, and DD Smith on their respective shits. And me and Dino or me and Greg are on Upside Down Studios.
And check us out this Saturday for the S&G show.
That's the S&G show.
Oh, that's you I got the kids this weekend. I was pissed about that. Well, not pissed that I had my kids, but I ain't gonna be
No,
able to
you
make it
don't
up
lie.
there.
Fuck them kids.
Go
No,
live.
for real.
On your laptop. Oh, look, there I go again. I'm out.
All right, good night, y'all.